Okay, this is the bed that I don't know, I guess I kind of got sick of it. This is a chamomile bed. There's a rock. You can kind of see it on the left-hand side, maybe about halfway up. That's what I do. I built something around the rocks. You got to mow around them, so you might just well do this. It needed some soil, so I put some regular, I don't know what to say, soil from a hardware store or garden center, whatever you want to say. And I put it on, put in a couple inches, did not like it at all. That stuff would dry right up so bad. So I dug out her bed, and we're going to have to replant it next year because it just, geez, it would dry right up. Even almost this year, it would dry up as much rain as we got. So next year, this will be brand new. I got the bucket there. I'm just trying to dig out the grass out of it, but it'll look good. Over here, of course, is the comfrey. That's all the way around the rock. You can see I put a board around it, that black thing there. That is just to keep the grass out, that's all. Because if not, it's kind of hard to have both. Because the grass will get right into it, because I try to feed it. You know, put the fertilizer to it, you know. So, crop and garlic, chive, there we go. And the weeping willow, that's not looking good. I don't know what's the matter with it. I thought anyone can grow weeping willow. Well, I guess I can't. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but there are some grapes right there. This is our grapevine. I'll show you the outside when I get done here. There's a whole bunch of grapes up in here. I don't know if you can really see them. Here they are. I can see them. Yeah, right there. There's a whole bunch right there. Right there. And then some more. They should be purple. I hope they turn before we get a frost. September 1st, we can get a frost anytime, but I kind of doubt it. But one never knows. Here, yep, there's a whole bunch right there. There's some more. There's the grapevine right there. Oh, I don't know even how big it is. I don't know, 10 by 16, 10 by 12? 10 by 12? There it is. And the lopsided, these things are kind of hard. They don't have much weight, but almost everyone I see, it's kind of tipped over a little bit. This is old. You can see how big the vines are right there. I trimmed this up a little bit. It's a never-ending battle. And there it is right there. Hope to get some grapes. We usually do before the animals get them, so we'll see. This is coming back up from the grapevine. I got a mound of dirt there. I plan on doing something with it. I did it to the front, works out good. Put a border around the garden. Again, keep out the grass. Because boy, grass loves good, fertile soil. So that's an ongoing project. Not going to get to it this year, maybe next year. This is that pile of dirt right there. Just so you know where you are. Look at that. Look at that, ripe tomatoes. We had some couple days ago, 2 or 3, but that would make it like August 29th. That's awful. But we weren't the only one that wasn't getting any ripe tomatoes. So like I said before, people was asking me. I said, mine's the same way. Just not getting them. And like everyone is afraid we're going to get them all at once instead of just a little bit at a time. Oh, I maybe picked maybe 3 gallons of tomatoes a couple days ago. I don't know if you can see the sunflowers peeking through there. So that's good. Finally got tomatoes. I mentioned how I make my own tomato cages, because these tomatoes aren't easily 6 feet tall. I just make them out of cedar, 1x1s. Okay, I'm going to have to do something with the legs though. I'm going to have to put new legs on, or make them out of metal, because they starting to rot off. Well, I've had them for I don't know how many years. Wow, 15 years. So, but this makes it so the tomato cages don't fall over. I got one in there that the legs are all rotted off. That fell over. Anybody want to go for a bike ride? Cosmos are coming into view. Zinnias too on the left. Hollyhocks right there, right smack in the middle. The pink ones. Ooh. Right smack in the middle. Mexican something. Mexican sunflower seeds? Mexican sunflowers. Here we go. I don't know if I can pull one down or not here. Oops, there it is right there. Pretty. There's the cosmos. Kind of late. I mean, these here should be all in bloom, but it's just the way it is. There's some glads. They're coming. Slow again. Everything is just awful. Hey, there's some poppies right there. Here you go. A bucket to water the tomatoes, 55 gallons. I just dipped the watering can into it and off I go. It's warm because I think I said it before in the other video I did. You don't like cold water, so why would your plants? You know, it warms up, and then the plants can use it right then and there. Then I fill it back up and I let it get warm again. And a few yellow ones, orange ones, tomatoes. They look good. I have no idea what that is. Maniac Grammy would know. Sunflowers. Trying to get around here. They're all pointing. I don't know what that is. East? I don't know what it is. Supposedly they all face one way. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, it can't be. Because there's one there turned the other way. There's some zucchini over there. He didn't have many zucchini, believe it or not. There again, it was so wet here this year. Look at that. Look at that. Ripe tomatoes. We had some couple days ago, 2 or 3, but that would make it like August 29th. That's awful. But we weren't the only one that wasn't getting any ripe tomatoes. So like I said before, people was asking me. I said, mine's the same way. Just not getting them. And like everyone is afraid we're going to get them all at once instead of just a little bit at a time. Oh, I maybe picked 3 gallons of tomatoes a couple days ago. I don't know if you can see the sunflowers peeking through there. So that's good. Finally got tomatoes. I mentioned how I make my own tomato cages, because these tomatoes aren't easily 6 feet tall. I just make them out of cedar, 1x1s. Okay, I'm going to have to do something with the legs though. I'm going to have to put new legs on, or make them out of metal, because they starting to rot off. Well, I've had them for I don't know how many years. Wow, 15 years. So, but this makes it so the tomato cages don't fall over. I got one in there that the legs are all rotted off. That fell over. Anybody want to go for a bike ride? Cosmos are coming into view. Zinnias too on the left. Hollyhocks right there, right smack in the middle, the pink ones. Ooh, right smack in the middle, Mexican something. Mexican sunflower seeds? Mexican sunflowers. Here we go. I don't know if I can pull one down or not here. Whoops, there it is right there. Pretty. This is a cosmos. Kind of late. I mean, these here should be all in bloom. But it's just the way it is. There's some glads. They're coming. Yeah, slow. Again, everything is just awful. Hey, there's some poppies. Right there. Here you go. A bucket to water the tomatoes. 55 gallons. I just dipped the watering can into it and off I go. It's warm because I think I said it before in the other video I did. You don't like cold water, so why would your plants? You know, it warms up, and then the plants can use it right then and there. Then I fill it back up, and I let it get warm again. And a few yellow ones, orange ones, tomatoes. They look good. I have no idea what that is. Maniac Grammy would know. Sunflowers. Trying to get around here. They're all pointing. I don't know what that is. East? I don't know what it is. Supposedly they all face one way. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, it can't be. Because there's one there turned the other way. Got some zucchini over there. He didn't have many zucchini, believe it or not. Yeah, again, it was so wet here this year. Parsley. Should be quite a bit taller than that. Maybe 6 inches tall. Not good. Not good at all. Leverage? Ooh. I may not be right. There's a lot of things that Maniac Grammy, she comes down and she harvests and cut. And most of the time, I just try to keep the weeds out. That's my job. That's a full-time job, too. Got some sort of herbs over there I'm trying to contain. I want them out of the garden. Oh, they're awful. I mean, I like them, but wow. Because this herb right here, yeah, I put some leaves around. I put a cardboard and leaves down. It was all the way over to the zucchini and started to choke out the zucchini. So that's a good 8-foot square there. I mean, that's a lot of herbs. So, that bush right there in the middle, that is stinging nettles. I want to see that out of the garden too. That's a mess. I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's good stuff, but wow, that'll go right into the garden. I'm forever pulling it up. So I want to plant it around a rock. That's coming. Okay, we should be looking at some squash leaves, but we're not. I'll get over there in just a moment. This is our cherry tomatoes. They should be covered. Oh, I don't know. It's got to be 6 feet tall. Okay, because I can walk under it. Of all years that we did not put them in the greenhouse. You know, this would have been the year. I mean, we should be picking these by, I don't want to say by the gallon, but almost every day. Well, a good half gallon anyways. We got very few this year. It's just terrible. It's been raining so much here this year. Not much sun, but it looks like we're going to get our summer right now. You know, it's really acting more like summer now. But, well, first thing in the morning, it's not. 54 this morning. The morning was 46. Okay, this is what happens when you have too many deer. Or when the deer get into the garden. There they are. See, there's a stinging nettle right there. Right there. And that's probably a good, I don't know how far, I don't say 20 feet, 20 feet, but that's what it does. I do have a fence. I do not have it electrified because I'll show you where the echinacea is. That's just going crazy over there, which is good. I like that. Yeah, this is what happens. They're right in here. There's all sorts of things you can do. Human hair, soap. I don't know really any of it works, but the deer got to eat, and eat they do. I don't see any squash in here anyways. There should be butternut in here, and maybe buttercup too. I saw some small butternut in here, but it just did not make it. Too much rain. I don't really see any. I see a few blossoms, but pretty cosmos. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of small sunflowers there. I prefer the small ones because you get the big ones and you get a great big root, and it's almost like a rock. You gotta dig it out. So I don't really care for the great big tall ones. I did plant some, but I don't really. They're kind of a bother. I like them. The birds really like them. There's in use more. Oh, bachelor buttons, I think. That's what I think. And of course, sometimes the sunflowers, they just fall over. There's some more herbs. But there's the echinacea right there, and it's growing right into the fence. See, there's no way for the charge to go through that. But echinacea is good. Just started out just a little bit, and it has gone crazy. If I can get rid of this herb here, it'll keep on coming this way. But of course, you know, the herb is keeping it in check, and it ain't gonna grow. Just another. This got to be a good 8 feet tall. Corn can't be ready yet because the raccoons ain't got into it. Haha. Walk right through here. I know we got some ears here. Ain't quite ready because you can pinch the top. Not quite ready. The raro, that's going by. I just put a cage around it, for no better word. Just kind of help it to stand up. See, there's some more echinacea right here. Borage. Oh yeah, there's one bee right there. Oh, there it is. Bees love. Oh yeah, there's another one. They really like borage. A whole bunch. Here's the echinacea. I just got the, I don't know, I guess it's purple, I guess. I know there's some yellow, maybe white. I need to get some of that. I like to have that mixed in. Glad. I don't really know where these came from. I'm sorry. I mean, we tow right through here, I do, and they just come right back up. Most of the time, you got to dig them up in Maine because the ground freezes and they die. Not these. They keep on coming. There's a whole bunch of them. Got some more over by the echinacea too, I think. But there we go again. They didn't do much. The raro. This got to be a good 10 feet. 10 feet. This is this conduit piping. This is a good 15 feet long. A couple feet wide. Couple onions. Corn. The rhubarb. Oh, I don't know what kind of flower this is. I planted it just in a seed package. Comes back every year, but it's kind of a pest because this is the back side, well, whatever side of the cherry tomatoes, and it'll get right into the cherry tomatoes. I got to cut it back, so it's kind of too bad. I need to put it someplace where it can really grow without hurting something beside it. Morning glories that the deer have ate. As you can see up top, you can see the bottom. Kind of like, I know they can reach higher than that, but they kind of chewed it off about 5 feet tall. Hungry little critters. We ought to have some big deer around here. Okay. I will explain the, well, greenhouse, wind tunnel. Wind tunnel more like it in just a moment. Got water right down here. This water comes all the way from over there. I dug a trench, buried a line deep enough so the tiller wouldn't hit it. And I just turned the water faucet on to drain it out. Works good. This would be, been here 2 years so far. So much easier than dragging a hose all the way and then somebody tripping on it. More zinnias right there. String beans, what's lots of them, I mean, they're long gone. There's some more borage with a bee. And the cucumbers that the deer like to eat. But they're on their way out already. I mean, we just started to get cucumbers because when I planted them, when we planted them, we got all that rain. You know, it was just awful. Way too much rain, not enough sun. So, trying to do something here, but the turkeys are not letting me do it. Turkeys are real hard to keep out. Try to put the fence up and keep it a couple inches off from the ground, but no way. They just, you know, they can find one little hole to come into. But that's so far, they just come into this area right here. That's it. Planted some winter rye. I like to see some winter rye. That's a good green crop. I think that's what I want to say, but they just get right into it. You know, I tried to put some, this is straw, and I knew they was going to get into it. I planted some here a little while ago, and they just got right into it. Just made a mess. You know, they ate it all. And I had some straw, and I said, oh, well, I might just put some straw on top. You know, because I knew they would get into it, and they did. But we put the peas on a cattle panel right there. We just leave it up and just till around it. It's easier that way. And the peppers. Now, the peppers should have had a lot more. But tomato cages around each one. That's just to keep them from falling over. Because most of the time they get very big and the fruit gets heavy and it'll tip them right over. So I put tomato cages around it. That works good. I plant them, put tomato cages right around them. Peppers right there. I got some here that are yellow too. Right here. Right there. Yeah, they are right there. There's the yellow ones. Them are kind of hot. I forgot the kind. I'll have to get the tag. There's some green ones here. Them are hot too. Well, these are just regular ace peppers here. All these are. It's nothing hot. Just regular ace peppers. Should have a lot more than what I have. But this was an old cover up. Right there. Okay. Just put the greenhouse poly to it. That's all I did. And I buried it on the side, the poly. Right there. So it's not fastened on the side. Kind of hard to see it, but there's a wiggle wire in there, as I call it. It's great because you can take it right off and adjust the plastic, and when you're putting it on, works good. And the black plastic, you can see the rocks. You got to have something to weight it down, because if you don't, the wind will blow, and when the plants are small, and it'll blow right over. It'll blow it up over the small plants. So I put some rocks between each plants. Okay, and peppers, they really like the heat. So that's That's what does it. Most years, I'd be picking peppers. I don't want to say by the 5-gallon bucket, but almost. But this year, again, just ain't had the sun and the heat. Peppers like to be warm. Here we go again with the bucket. So this is my watering can right here. Trying to show it right there. Get my finger out of the way. I put a garden hose on it, so that way I don't have to bend over. I can just stand. You can't really see it. I can just stand right up and just water it and get right to the base. I do not have to bend over that way. Really speed things up. I can water this whole thing in probably about 15 minutes without really rushing. Just put the watering can into the 55-gallon drum and fill it up. See, it's warm, and the plants like warm water. It also quicker because you ain't got to stand there and wait for it to fill up. I guess that's almost it. Sweet Annie. Here we go again. That's really spreads. But you know what starts out a little bit, it's just, wow, it just goes crazy. So there's some more rhubarb. I forgot to tell you the other rhubarb that I have, that is the old-fashioned stuff. This is, wow, strawberry rhubarb. It's a little bit smaller, but it's nowhere near as tight. The other is old-fashioned, and it's pretty tight, but it grows big though. Dill, finally. Awful year for dill. No, ours just didn't grow. Not good. Hydrangea, right there. Looks pretty. I got a whole bunch of catnip. I don't know, 50 feet of it. There we go again. That should have been much bigger. Just didn't grow. That'll grow everywhere too. That can almost be a pest. Going up, this is where all the water starts, right here. I got it coming underground from the house. It's nothing, you know, I got to drain it out, but it's all downhill. So I just open it up and it all drains right out. And celery, it's coming. Celery's nice to grow in the garden because when you need just a couple pieces, you can come down, break off a couple pieces instead of buying one whole great big head and then wonder what you're going to do with the other 8 or 10 sticks. So this way here, and if you never grow celery, you should, because it's good. I mean, it's got a very strong taste because it's fresh. Lemon balm up there. Okay, I'm trying to put some lemon balm in here. Just trying to put a few things in here. This was all grass last year. I killed out the grass 2 years ago. I killed out the grass. I laid clear plastic right over this and put boards around it and made it like a miniature greenhouse. But it was only a few inches deep because it can't get no water and the sun will beat on it and it'll kill the grass. So it's a nice way to kill the grass without using any pesticides because you can't get no water, and you know, and of course it gets very warm, as you know, in a greenhouse, and that's what it does, and it just dies. So here we are. There's the bike again, and the tomatoes. Oh yeah, the basil. I walked right by it. We need to harvest that. That's just a normal crop cover. I bent some conduit piping, 5-foot pieces. You know, I bought some 10-foot pieces, cut them in half. Nothing fancy. I just bent them. You know, there ain't two alike, but it's okay. Yes, you can buy hoops, but they're up there. So this way here, this is cheaper. So it works good. And of course, there's the glads again. I'm going to take you over to show you the rosemary. Some rosemary that, well, they grew a little bit, but not much. We've been growing it here, right here in this spot for years. It is kind of shady, but still, most years it does great. It did grow some, but nothing the way that it should. But there's always next year. I think this will do it. Hostas, again, deer, but some sort of herb there. I don't know what it is. I just try to keep the grass out of it. Regular chive right there in the middle. Sage, a whole bunch of it there. I do mean a whole bunch of it. Some sort of oregano there. I do not know what kind, I think. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Okay, there is the grapevine, right in the middle, way in the back. So, like and subscribe. God bless. You never know what's going to be on our videos.